Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So glad to have you here. I was cutting a piece of paper one last moment. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, if you will, please say hi in the chat. Give me a thumbs up on this video. So I've been busy, been really busy. I haven't felt 100%. I'm starting to get better, but my allergies have been killing me. I've been waking up with headaches and coughing and blowing my nose. All that good stuff. So I told Robin, I said, you know what? I don't think with all the ideas I want to share that I'll get a journal completed today because I just don't feel it. I don't feel very good. So I said, here's what we'll do. I've got some older journals. I have one that I made, oh, probably a month or so ago. It may even say, let's see. It just says 2021. I think it's when I did the floral journal, eclectic journal a few months ago, maybe. I don't know. And I kept it because it didn't get given away. So like this has got pockets that go this way. And then this pocket goes this way. I have a paper clip to keep the card from coming out. So that's going to be one of the journals at the end. And then I have, if we have enough donators, these little really simple journals. This one is a marriage, bride journal that I made a long time ago. And here is just a little journal using from one of Norella's, oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of it. This is Nature's Glory, but I couldn't remember the name of the little girl postcard. She had a whole bunch of them. I don't know if they were fairy girls or if that was just part of the kit. And this is just truly just random stuff that I happen to have in my stash. I made several of these until I ran out of things to put in them. So that's what we're going to have at the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Margie won 40 junk bucks. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Julie. Hey. Yep, you need more. Need more junk bucks. Okay, so was it Margie or was it Lori? I think it was Lori Merchant last week. Hey, Rhonda. Hello, hello, hello. Did you get your package? I understand, Sam. It's just awful. Hey, Julie. Hey, Sally. You're on both so you can see more. Last week I was asked to include vintage photos. Maybe you have some family photos that you kind of want to use in your junk journal, but you don't really want to alter the photo. This is a print. I happened to pick up a lot of goodies. It was just random junk. And it had a few photos in them. And I called this Dapper Grandpa. Hey, Deborah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nature's Glory and Ferris Girl Gets. See? I remembered. And I was trying to figure out how could we show this without necessarily altering. Let's pretend this is the original photo. You don't want to glue it down on top of anything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a pocket that will fit on this page. But the first thing I want to do is I want to decorate the inside. So I've taken a piece of scrapbook paper and trimmed it to be 11 inches wide. And then I came down from the top 8.5 inches and scored it. And I folded that piece. So now I'm just going to put this whole thing in my spray box, and we're gonna look for, because I know they're here somewhere. Where are they somewhere? This is from the July Artistic Stencil Club. We're gonna use this stencil up here. I kind of like these big bold flowers that are in there. So the other side of the page is greens, tealy, a little bit of brown. I was trying to fix something that was some neutral. Okay, dates are old, information, handwriting. Okay, there you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Isn't that adorable? I just thought he was really cute. Called him Dapper Grandpa with the dogs running around at his feet. That would be a fun one to maybe go in and see if I can do a watercolor effect on it. I feel like my camera's off. Yay, Margarita made it. So since there's kind of a tealy color, this is a turquoise. So I'm going to grab turquoise. And I've got walnut gold. So I'm going to spray that. it's not very dark, so I'm going to come back with, this is blue water. Thank you so much for your donation, Margie. Thank you, Morgan, for your donation. You love the July stencil. Thank you, Deborah. So this is Dancing Dragonflies. So you could use, True Turquoise would be close to this one. This is darker. I think I'm trying the. Oh, I know. You could use the Royal Peacock. I have a few of those because that's from the Dancing Dragonflies kit. Walnut Gold to give it a little bit of that brown. And I'm going to grab some green paper and let's mop it. I was trying to pick some colors that would kind of go with this photo. So if you're working on something and you're like, well, I don't really care for the color scheme, Linda, choose your own color scheme. I think it needs a little bit of green. Yeah. I'm going to dry that real fast. You organize your space post? Oh, cool. That's okay. Thank you, Julie. You swamped me with ideas. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Irma, for your donation. I'd shared inside the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Robin, thank you for being here. Thank you for your help. I forgot to say that in person. Yeah, it doesn't allow but one photo. You want to show them all. I posted a photo asking how do y'all organize because I end up with these little bins. Thank you, Margarita, for your donation. And then they're all over my desk. So I've got, well, I'll wait till the dancing sheep is done. Oh, I like this. This is kind of cool. What do you think of that mop-up page? And it could be masculine. It could be kind of masculine. I'll set that aside. So here is what the scrapbook paper looks like underneath. And it'll bleed through a little bit, but that's okay. It kind of gives it that vintage vibe, in my opinion. And I've got some scraps here. All right, so I did that on this side because what I want to do on the other side, I want this portion finished so that it's not in my way and I don't get the other side of it wet like spraying with Tattered Angels. So we're going to grab my Distress ink pad and go right across here. Let's go ahead and go across the page. I think what I want to do, I'm just kind of adding a little bit more distress to it so it doesn't look so stark white. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's add a little bit of stamping. And the stamping is here, and then we'll come back and decorate it because they're going to sew. Get the sewing glam. We're going to sew here in a little bit. So I'm letting you know now. How far away from the paper am I when I spray the Tattered Angels? I get pretty close because I don't want it to spray all over my desk. So I have this little box and I'm pretty much spraying. I'm trying to get where you can see the depth. I'm pretty much spraying really close. So this box is about this is about 3 inches deep. And I only do that so that it doesn't spray all over my desk. Does that help? Yeah, use those hot buy scrapbook papers, and this is how you can decorate them. And I'm okay with it bleeding through. It just adds a little more texture, okay? So let's stamp on here. How about, do I want to keep with the floral theme? Yeah, I'm just going to do, I've got the, and I use this a lot, the beach rose. I'm looking into more rubber stamp images that I can add to my shop. So I'm just twisting the stamp and then just going all over. And I want to go ahead and stamp right down the middle. So I know where my center is. I can see it. There it is. And I'm barely touching the page so it doesn't get the whole thing. And if you want to continue that look down here, all right, camera, down here, then we can just kind of look here right about there. There. Oh, just didn't get it up high enough. There we go. So now we've got a little space. Come on, camera. I just redid it. I think it's because it's being a pain in the butt. Can I change? I don't know why it's acting up. Okay. So here's what we're going to do now. Set this aside a second. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I want to make a pocket that has transparency film in it. Okay? So the concept that I want to do, and this page is folded, is this will be a pocket that our photo will fit behind. And I'm going to make a thing to hold the photo, but I want to put that behind here so it protects it, okay? And keeps it from getting messed up too much. You can still pull it out and look at it, but you can put it back in and it's not going to rub on other pages or get hung up and accidentally tear, that kind of thing. So what I did was I took some washi tape and went around the edge. I'm telling you all this because it took some time. But then I cut my strips of fabric and I should have paid attention and made them wider than my washi tape or chose different washi tape. Why did I put the washi tape on? Because I wanted to glue the fabric in place and it wouldn't stick to the plastic. And I don't like using fabric tack, which sticks to just about everything, but it's stinky. So, went all the way around with the tape. Okay, so this is on the back side, just so you know. And then I cut a scrap of paper to go over it. And then I ruched up a little bit some fabric. This is going to be my opening, my front end. So I went ahead and ruffled this and made it bigger and sewed it down. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go to my sewing machine with this new piece that I made. I am going to do something, what I should have done, which was kind of added some distress, but I didn't before I sew it down. Are you following me what I did? So I put some washi tape down. I glued some fabric. Then I glued some scrap paper and then I glued the fabric on top. And now we're going to go to the sewing machine and I want this even with the top and I want to come in from the edge. I made mine 8.5 by 11 because I want to be able to use the whole pocket. Now I'm just putting paper clips on here to keep it from shifting. I don't want to go past my center mark here. And we're going to go to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around this outside edge, which will put all of this onto the page. Oh, you got it? More postage stamps. Yes, I made more rubber stamps. Sewing cam. Am I in shot? Okay, regular sewing machine, regular thread, zigzag stitch. I've got mine set on 2 and 2. I'm using black thread in the upper and black thread in the lower. This is going to make a stitched outline on the back side, but I'm okay with that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start sewing. I'm going to start here at the edge, and then I'll just start stitching across, and you may have to kind of bend your sewing machine paper under there, but you can get it. y'all. Knock you out. Oh, I sewed over the paper clip. Hey, I got lucky. The thread didn't get caught. Oh, that's right, because that's the side that I already sewed. Don't mind me, I'm just going crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so we got that sewed. I'm going to go ahead while I'm here. Thank you so much. And so on this side, this is for my pocket on the other side. All right, let's go back over here. All right, what I missed? You love the muffled material? Your sewing machine doesn't do that? Oh, you don't have a sewing machine? I am too, Margie. Why don't you have a sewing machine, lady? Okay, so here it is attached to the page. So here it is attached to the page. So you can open this up. You'll be able to put your stuff in there. Then this is going to be the back side. So I'll go ahead and glue this shut. I could have pre-sewn and made stitches down this side of the page so that it looks like there was a little box back here. I could have sewn it over there as well. I wouldn't do the bottom because you would see it, but I could go all the way around. Okay, so let's make the mechanism to hold our dapper dude. I happen to have a piece of scrapbook paper that I found in my stash that I started to make a pocket for something, and I think I made it the wrong measurement, so it didn't fit. So I just pushed it aside. Basically, all I've got here is a piece of paper that was cut on a diagonal, and then it was wrapped around this piece of cardstock. And I thought what we could do is I'm pretty confident this will stick out just a little bit, so you'll have that you can pull onto. And I need to cut this to fit from here to here. So I'm getting my pencil out. Okay, so that's above the stitches. And that's below the stitches. So I'm just going to make a cut right there. Whatever that measurement is what I'm going to do. That's why I like doing this. I don't have to worry about precise measurements. I need to replace my cutter. It's getting old. Okay, so this is going to fit in here and stick out slightly. Okay, so you have a handle. So now what I want to do is I want to find a way to put Mr. Damper Grandpa on the front here so that when you put this in, you see him. So do I want to put him further in like that? I think I might. So I want a pocket piece that covers right here. Okay, so what if I did something because I want it pretty close to that spot. Oh wait, that's right. I want it to go here. I need to go below that. I always have to think about this. I have to go below that. All right, so let's cut. This is going to be really small. I'm going to cut a 1 1/4 inch square. 1 1/4 inch square. If you have a square punch, this would be a good time to use that. And then I'm going to line this up diagonally, corner to corner. And I cut this piece. So in theory, it should be enough that I can glue that right here, and that would fit inside there. I should have left it bigger so I could have the little tabs, but I didn't do that, so I'm going to make a little tab on here. Sometimes you don't think. On the fly, it's live. You never heard of Prime Day? This is very cool. You like this idea? I accidentally ordered on Prime Day. I just got an upgrade for my iPad that I do my drawing on and play with, because Henry wanted one, and I convinced him to give me the new one and he could have my old one because it would do all that he needed it to do. And the guy is so sweet. That's exactly what he did. Sales are your big weakness. Yeah. You are a Prime member. What are you a Prime member of, Margie? All right, so this is going to go right here. So I'm just kind of using that as a guide. If I do that, this sticks down in the corner. Because I made that fit, I can wrap that corner and go ahead and just glue it down right there, and that'll hold that photo. Happy accident. Yeah, you do it when you need it, when you want it. Gotta have it now. Get Amazon Prime member, you guess? You bought some kind of thingy that makes die cuts into stickers because it was $40 off for $27. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to put that right there. I don't want my photo to accidentally stick, so I was just pressing down. Okay. All right, so we've got this part started. I'm going to round the corner of this top portion. I told y'all I dropped my crocodile and broke the little arm on one side, so now it doesn't cut perfect. I like it, so I'm going to have to get me another one. All right, let's add a little bit of Distress ink. All right, so he's going to go in there. We need to put something behind him. So I have this scrapbook paper here. And how many inches would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so if I trim this to be, all right, I think that's right. I want it to fit so that when we fold it in half, it's tall enough. So to make it tall enough, let's do not quite the height here. So if I do that at 7 or 7 1/4, let's do it at 7. So I'm going to cut a 7-inch strip of scrapbook paper that I happen to have here. Well, I said I was going to cut it. We might cut it eventually. Good grief. All right, so it's 12 inches wide, but I don't need it that wide because it won't fit in here at 6 inches. So if I did this at 10 inches, Sure, we'll have a little scrap left over. Maybe we'll find a way to use it. So now I'm going to take this piece of paper and fold it in half. And I hope I did that right. Where this should fit down inside. So now we have this pattern. This guy is going to go there. And we can stick more stuff in there, okay? This is really simply embellished. I think we need a little something right there on top of this, but let's look. Maybe it's enough. How's that? We could add a word. If I knew where my words were. Oh, remember, beautiful hope. These are some words that I made in my stash. Oh, I've got the wrong dauber. Dagnabbit! Alright, so these are some white, black words on white and ivory or ivory. I don't remember. I got to make a new listing. Do y'all want little words like this already printed and cut? Or do y'all just do your own? So I'm thinking that this can go like right here and here, but it needs something behind it. I happen to have a little piece of this blue. I think if we put that blue behind there, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to glue this down and then cut it. Again, I'm just trying to use up my scraps. I have a ton of random scraps. So I'm just trying to use those up. So what if we did that? And then we put this one. Yeah, that'll work. Used by the Calico Collage words. She has some great words. You have a lot of word steps, and I do too. I have a lot of those as well. I'm adding more. These were already made, so I'm trying to use them up, and that's part of the reason why I haven't really shown them, because most of y'all either have stamps or something. I think I like this right there. What do you think? Can y'all see that? I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, because we're doing the plastic and the fabric, I'm going to add a glue dot, if I can remember how to open these. Gotta find one. All right, so I'm going to put a glue dot to help, because I can put glue on the back half, because it'll be on the fabric, but that front half can be sticking to the plastic. I'm doing a little better. I still have headache. Been waking up with headache. This morning I woke up and sat in the recliner in the living room for 45 minutes, coughing and blowing my nose. All right, I think right about there. Okay, and then we'll do the same here. I'll just put some pop dots to the rescue. Might help if I get it over some. Okay. And apparently I need to rip this off because it took me 20 minutes to find the end. All right, so then let's just add some glue on this side. And then we'll put that right here. How's that? Do you like that idea? So now you have this piece that will come out. And he's a little loose. He's a little loose, but you could, and I still can, glue a second corner on this side. Maybe I'll do that. Let's just go ahead and Where's my scrap of paper that I had? Here's another one. We'll use it. All right. So I'm going to glue corners on that. Sometimes you have to walk through it and see, okay, is that going to work? Is that what I need to do? How do I need to change that? Be adaptable. Willing to change. I don't know why I didn't put glue on there. All right, so I'm just adding glue to the back side of this piece so I can make it a little tuck. You like that? Is that cool? Sometimes you have to adapt because, you know, it just wasn't perfect. So, all right, so I've got this piece, so I'll fold it over. I'll fold this edge over and trim it. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of glue on these tabs. I'm using the nozzle to spread it around. I'll slip this in the corner where it needs to go. And let's put this guy on that side. Did I get it straight? It's pretty straight. And I'll back it off just a little bit from the photo, so you have a little bit of wiggle room. You don't want it too much that it's tight, you know, it binds up. Okay, so now this guy will come out. You may have to work it to get it back in because I took it right out. There it goes. Okay, and then we have this big piece behind, and you can decorate it some more or leave it the way it is. But I thought that would be kind of clever to make a little pocket. All right, now go down. It was hung for some reason. It was weird. And then this will go in here. And there's our, with the other corner in there. You like that? So you could do that with several, yeah, do the opposite corner. Yeah, I think that's what it needed. So I think that that's a great way to add some photos to your journal so that you can pull them out. You can take them out, read what's on the back. You could write a message. Wouldn't that be really cool? This is great granddad, blah, blah, blah. And he loved his dogs and he was always dressed fancy and he always was dapper and we really loved him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's what you could write on this message back here. Now, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? Come on now. Tell me. Tell me, wouldn't that be cool? You like it? Yeah, like, and you can preserve the pictures. Okay, so let's just kind of do a little something in here. I bought one of these trays from the dollar store that has little dividers in it, and I went through and I had words everywhere. They were in little baggies, they were in a cookie sheet, they were inside these little mushroom bins. And so I just kind of started putting them in this little spot here so that I could just kind of reach in. Oh, there's charming, and let's see, adorable. I don't know if that fits. Friendship, faith, gorgeous, flourish. I'm trying to find a word that I feel fits. How about dazzling? Dazzling. There we go. We have charming, and I just put it back in there. And dazzling. Charming and dazzling. And then I had this bin already. And I was trying to figure out a better way for my scrappy scraps. The things that are just kind of laying on my desk here when I get done. And I thought, well, this will be perfect because then I can just kind of dig through because I'm trying to use up what's in here first before I do another project. So I've got this piece. It's kind of a navy. What if we did that behind there? And I've got a little piece of this green left over, so maybe we'll use that as well. All right, so what if we go in half? All right, yeah, we'll just go in half. This is a piece of canvas. It's a really soft canvas. I think it's probably some of the scraps left over from Canvas Corp brands. I've got a box in there that's leftovers that aren't enough for a subscription box, so I've been trying to figure out little clever ways that I can use all that. All right, so what if we put Charming? And I don't know that it needs to go at the top. What if we were to put it at the bottom here? We could do this across the top, which kind of hides the stitches. I don't know. Do you like that? Stripe at the top or not? I'm going to go ahead and put some glue in here. And so here you could put in some more photos. We had this piece left over, so I'm going to cut it in half because it should be 12 inches, so that would be 6 inches. Get my paper cutter to work, and I think that might fit in there. It may be too wide. I may have to fold it, which is fine. All right, is that? How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's right at 5 inches. So let's just take this and fold it. And now we have another alternate writing space. So it's not a journal card. It's just a little booklet. You like that? You like the stripe? You like the stripe? I like the stripe. You need some of the new stamps? All right, so let me put, we're going to go to the sewing machine in a moment. We're going to stitch around these two pieces. Thank you so much, Lori, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll go ahead and add the stripe. We won't be stitching it. We could have done that if I had put it on before I stitched the other side. And then I could have just continued on that page. All right, y'all in the raffle? And we're going to go to the sewing machine in just a moment. All right, so we need a prize. Okay, I was trying to get the next one lined up too. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 200 junk bucks right now, and then we'll give away this little goodie pack that I have here. All right, the winner of 200 junk bucks is Giovanna. Congratulations, Giovanna. All right, so we're going to reset that. And we're going to say stickers, coins, and stencils. All right. So I've been cleaning out my stash. Some of this is stuff that I've had, was given to me. Who knows? So these are some little chipboard tags. So they're pretty thick little tags. Here are 2 packages of sequins in brown colors, perfect for the fall. Here are some little vellum envelopes. So you can open these up. There's like a tie closure on that one. This is some fish themed stickers. I think it might be, no, it's just themes. It's just themed fishes. Fishes! And then this is some stencils, or they're paper, but they could be used as stencils by Heidi Swap. There's 4 different patterns in here. So you could use those as stencils. So that's our prize. So I'll leave that up here. And we're going to go to the sewing machine. And stitch these little pieces. So we can. So I just want to stitch right around this outside edge just to give it a decorative touch. And I just start on the corner and then stitch to the other corner and stop. I position my needle down and over to the right, and then I'll pick up my pressure foot, and then I start stitching again. It gives me a nice little corner. So you can see it went all the way around. Do it again. All right, let's go over here and put it back. Put it together. What now? Your lamb's bad too. All right, so I think that goes down there. Get in on the raffle. I like that. All right, I'm going to glue these in place. And let's see, I don't have anything, but how about this? I just happen to have this green envelope, and we'll just glue it down here. There was a little tag that I made out of a scrap of paper. And I have a piece of this fabric left. So what if we poke that in the hole here and tie it in a knot? I'm making it a double knot because I want the ends to kind of flare out. All right, so we got that. That's gonna go in there. Let's put some stamping. Oh, I got a little tag here too. How about, I'm gonna use the Sketched Wildflowers stamp. We're gonna do it upside down, so I'm just gonna kind of turn this. So it just gives a little, oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The tree tag punch I have. Oh, the 3 tag. Yes, yes, yes. That's the Paper Studios. This one, where you can put strips of paper in it. I mean, that's where that's from. As I just took a strip of paper and put it in there. If you get it in the center, you'll get different shapes. All right, so I just stamped that. That's going to go here. That's going to go there. And I've got Let Your Spirit Soar. And then when you take that out, you'll see the flowers. Yeah. I'm just going to put that down there. This is going to go in here. And I made it a tuck spot, so let's see what I've got here. I happen to have a library card. We can put that in there. All right, we use that. I think it needs one more thing of some kind. I don't know that I want to put the green across the top, but maybe what we need is a rubber stamp, or yeah, let's do that. I've got a border stamp. This might look interesting with the dots if I line it up in there. I think so. All right, so I'm going to unfold it. I flipped it around so I can see it better. This is a dot border that I have. I think it just needed a little something across the top. Yeah. It just adds a little something. Well, that's not the right sheet. Where is it? There. How's that? So that just kind of finishes that page. Okay. So we made a pocket out of transparency film. And if y'all need transparency film, you don't want to buy 100 sheets of it. You probably would like 5 or 10. Tell me which you would like, and I'll make up some bundles. It's expensive to purchase. I have a bunch. Okay. Maybe that's what I'll put in one of the subscription boxes. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Norella. All right, so there is a journal page made. I'm just going to put it in my pile back here. So here's another scrapbook paper. And let's, let me see here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I want... Shut up, Alexa. I guess she thought I was talking to her. Heifer. All right, so here is the half sheet from the July Stencil Club. The other side's pink. Again, this is just totally random stuff that I had in my stash. I don't think I want to go that dark of a pink. I do have the walnut stain over here somewhere. Well, we got so bronze. Let me find a different pink. I got an enchanted rose. I believe I sold out of that one. I'll have to look, but I think, yeah. I know, it's like, hush, hush, don't be talking. All right, so this is called So Bronze. So it's just kind of a translucent bronze. And this is from the Enchanted Rose. It's a really pale pink. Okay, I like that. And I'm going to grab mop-up paper. Let's just add a little color to my life. Love the bundle transparency films. Okay. If she freaks you out too sometimes, yeah. That's funny. Okay, well then I'll put some. Yay, Barb 140 junk box. Whoop, whoop. So there's the stencil. That'll dry. We'll let that dry. There's what it looks like through the stencil. Yeah, Office Supply would have them. Yeah, Julie, they would. They've gone up in price, so don't be shocked. They're expensive. I didn't cut my page straight, so I'm just going to wing it. All right. So I had this scrapbook paper. We just stenciled the back side of it. And I kind of like this image. I won't put anything over it, but this side, you can't really journal upon it, so maybe we'll do something there. And then it's pretty blank on the inside, so let's put some Distress ink. And I think we need to stamp across the top. Let's use the Lace Duo. I really like this stamp. It's one of my favorites because it gives the look of real lace, but it's not. Yeah, everything's gone up in price. I agree with that. All right, so I want to stamp across the top just so it's easier on me. I'm going to flip it closer towards me, but you'll still be able to see. I'm using the same, what is this? Archival ink in Jet Black. And I want to line this up just a little bit from the top and stamp. Yeah, if you get a sale. Yeah, you love the Lace Duo. It's a good stamp set. The price goes up and the stuff in the package shrinks. I agree with that. All right, so I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do it again on this side. Okay. And I'll leave that out. I may use that again. We'll see. All right. So, I've stamped across the top there. I have some more little ephemera thingies. So, let's see here. Here's my bag of ephemera. So I've just been kind of randomly going through, trying to see which bag I want to pull today. Okay, there's one that's birds. This is all bird-related images. You know, something like that. Or I've even got a few rubber stamped birds. I think I kind of like that. I changed my mind. And I know you can barely see it there, so I saw this fabric. What if we did something like that? And I may put it on the outside, simply because when you start putting stuff embellished thick here, it really makes your spine break out. If you can put it on the edge, it's actually better. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that's what I do, but that's why I'm doing it. Okay. So I just got a little piece of fabric, and I saw some thread. Yeah. All right, so I've just got a couple of different colors of thread, 2 shades of pink. Thread goes old. It gets old. It gets brittle and breaks really easily. So I found that I can use it as a small embellishment. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that. You see that? So I'm going to put down some glue here. Now you could take this to the sewing machine and stitch over it back and forth if you want. If you don't have a sewing machine, just make a wad. And then I'm just putting down some glue on top of that fabric. It'll dry clear, so don't worry if it's kind of messy at the moment. And I'm just kind of patting it down into the glue. And then we're going to glue the bird on top. The lace tap's fabulous. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, do you see that? All right, so I'm going to grab some of the thread again. If I can find the end. I like these little bins, so I've just put stuff in it. So I have it. I don't know how much I did. I just rounded around my fingers a few times. And I did 2 different colors, so you get a little different contrast there. You want to see the textured edges stamp? Okay, yeah, we can do that. I'll do that on the next page. All right, so I'm going to put down some glue. Put the little bird nest of thread. I'm putting a generous amount on the birdie. I'm putting him on top, and I just press. How about Flourish? Gorgeous. How's that? I don't think it needs anything else. I think putting it on top of the lace gives it enough embellishment. Let me back out so you can see it. How's that? I'll show you the textured edges. No, the birds are from Beeline Designs rubber stamps. And I sat down one day and stamp, and then watercolored them with Tattered Angels. And then I spent time cutting them all out just so I would have them. So you can see I did a whole sheet of them. There's some stickers in there as well. And I've just been trying to use them up a little at a time. All right, so on this side, and I just saw something I want to do. I think. Okay. I'm going to use some more of these embellishments out of there. Okay. I have the scrapbook paper on this side, and then I had some 2-sided scrapbook paper that I thought what I might do is make a different type of a pocket that it overlaps a little bit. So I was just kind of playing around with this, and I could do it this way. And maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to make a layered pocket. So yeah, I'm going to alternate it, of course. Of course. Okay, so if I do it this way. Yeah. I'm going to do it this way. All right, so I've got cards here. They are 4 inches by about 3 inches. I happen to have some cardstock left over, so I was just cutting it up. Thank you so much, Sam. It's easy. All right, I think I like that composition-wise. So what I want to do is I just want to fold down this corner, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to go all the way back or just partially? I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Looks like it's roughly 2 inches. So I will grab my bone folder. Where'd it go? I passed it up. I'm going to crease that down, making sure I got it straight. So that is going to go up there. This one's going to go here, so I'm going to do the same thing, come in about the 2-inch mark and try to fold that straight. Maybe I'll go a little bit further. So we're getting a little different contrast with all those layers. Thank you, Julie. It's paper that I have had in my stash forever. And I'm just like, I have got to start using this stuff. I think I have another piece of it still. Okay, so like that. I think it needs something around the edges. So here's our distressed edges. Textured edges. I don't know why I said distressed. Alright, well, where is it? One moment as I find it. Alright, so I've got the textured edges. I think I'm going to use this one. There's 4 different patterns, but I like this one because it's kind of like a damask pattern. Set this aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold this flap because I want to stamp across here and here. Okay, and then I want to stamp this way. So let's see how does that make a difference. You see the difference there? You like that? So there's going to be pockets down your page. And we're going to stamp the other 2 just like that. Okay. I just put the stamp down. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to stamp across here. And then I'm going to stamp across here. So that piece has been stamped. Okay. We're going to add more embellishment to it, but I just wanted to show y'all the technique of making the pockets like this, especially if you had a lot of things that you want to share on a page that are related, or you just like the layered look. This would be a great way to use up all your scraps of paper, make each one a different layer. I think that's right. Yeah, so I need to, this one needs to go down first, then this one, and then this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these into place, and I'm going to judge the top one. Let's see here. That would stick out just a little bit. So if we look at our measurement, if I were to put this right at the 4-inch, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches down, then this won't stick out. And then I can put this one there, and then this one there. So I'm just kind of judging how far apart. And I'm not going to make the full pocket piece in there because we've got a lot of layers here. This is double-sided cardstock. If you don't have double-sided cardstock, we could have just cut a piece of paper right here. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show how we can use some papers that we may already have. Thank you, Sandra, for your donation. Okay, so this piece is going to go here. I'm just putting glue on the two corners. All right, so I'm going to look at this again, right about there. And then this one's going to go here. Lots of layers. You like it? All right, so we've got these little front pieces, and this is a Calico Collage image. That could go there. Here's a different bird image. Here's another bird image. Oh, that says 5 cents. I've got this little image. Maybe we'll put that one there. Kind of like that. And so then we need some cards. Where'd they go? Ah. I have this little bin of journal cards and things that are prints. And here's some dragonfly cards. So let's get 3 of those. We're just, oh, that's not a dragonfly. We'll do some, okay, there. Doing some random things here. I'm going to see if I could just find something different. All right, I think we'll do these other pieces. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to glue it as a tiny, tiny pocket. Because I got an idea. All right, so we're going to go right about there. Do I have something? I've got this guy. I've got a scrap of pink paper. Scrap of pink paper. But what are you going to do with this scrap of pink paper? Well, I'm going to cut it to be 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to put it right in there after I round the corner and apply some Distress ink. And I think I'm going to glue this little birdie on the top. Maybe we'll add a, how about a circle punch? I think that's too big. I'm off and running on another project. Somebody didn't put the punches back where they belong. I wonder who that could have been. Let's see. Pink? I need a pink, I think. Oh, this might work. This is Random Scraps. Circle punch. Lining it up. Oh, I picked the punch that doesn't want to work. Of course. That's usually my luck. It's stuck now. Alright, we'll do that another time. Good grief. I had a clever idea. Like that. I want to stitch that real fast. I know, I didn't even tell y'all sewing cam or nothing. And then I'll put the little birdie on top. Okay. Like that. I thought that was works pretty cute. You like it? Alright. Thank you, Sam. Alright, let's glue this one down. I'll just go ahead and glue it all the way down. So that was using textured edges. This is from the Royal Peacock kit. The bird here is one of Norella's bird images. I don't know which set it's from. They're all worth getting. Alright, so we've got those layers. I've got some cards that I made a few days ago. Let's do that. So we'll kind of mix them up. So these are some 3" by 3" cards, and I rounded the corners. I dug in my scraps and I punched. This was some purple paper that I had dyed with alcohol inks, and it was just dark and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just left it in my I wonder if Robin's got a problem. Okay, so then with the punch laying flat, I sewed a piece of fabric and some thread over it. Then I folded it, glued it, and I added the word believe. There's some cheesecloth in there. So I thought we'll put one here, and one there, and one here. And then I've got these dragonfly journal cards that we can kind of poke in and out, maybe. How's that? Is that a page worthy? Do you like that? Not you know, it's not you, Robin, somebody else. Everything just matches. Isn't that funny? How you can just make it match? And then we're just going to leave that the way it is. Alright, so we made an image with Grandpa. And it's just so eclectic. I mean, we can put this together. And then we're going to see this page. And some others. Alright. Set that aside for a moment. Alright, we did some stamping. I used some words. So, I'm trying to use my scraps. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I'm trying to use up stuff that I have. That is the whole reason I'm doing what we're doing today. So here's what I did today. I grabbed a few supplies and thought, okay, how would I use these things to help kind of curate a little bit without actually doing everything ahead of time, okay? Because I really wanted y'all to see where it came from. So some things I did pre-cut and measure, and some things I did not. So I have a mop-up paper here, okay? So that was just where I sprayed through onto the other side, and I've got some scraps of paper. So why don't we add some more interest to this page by putting a stencil on it? Simple as that. So we changed color schemes a little bit. I'm just trying to get everything out of the way for a moment. So I've got that. We've been using the July Stencil Club, so let's go back, because I think this would look really cool with the pattern on the page, and then mopping this up. You know what? We'll mop it up on the back side of this so it'll have that pink. So we need some purples. So I'm going to do the fully purple. And I'm also going to do the dancing dragonflies. Now I changed my mind. I'm going to do the dancing dragonflies blue water, which would be the same as like peacock, or you could do probably curious would be close. All right. So again, I was about, where's my ruler? I put it back. I actually put it back. So I'm just going to measure. I'm about 5 inches above my box. Morgan, you had asked earlier. All right, so now we're going to mop this up. You love the page? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, I use cheesecloth. Thanks, Brenda, and welcome. Hello. Hey, by the way, y'all, thank you so much, Deborah. If you're new to my channel, do check out lindaisrael.com. And if you sign up there, make an account, and make a donation here, I get you added to my membership group that allows you to get discounts in my shop. So there's where the pattern's through. So it's just kind of giving a nice pattern to the other side. And so on this side, I think what I want to do is use, where is it? Oh yeah, I've already got it over there. Okay. What else could I use? Oh, here we go. Here's the Baroque stencil. And I'm going to get this piece back out from earlier. We've got a dark blue on here. I might even have the same blue if I look. Well, there's Positive Vibes. And I'm kind of thinking I want to do green. So I'm going to do Lily Pad. That was from the Dancing Dragonflies. And then I'm going to come in with the blue water. It's almost empty. I've been trying to use it up. And we're going to mop the back side. Trying not to create so many mop-up papers. I like the greens coming through there. So it's just a layered look. Yeah, that stencil. You're welcome, Morgan. And then this is what it looks like after we've added the pattern to it. I kind of like it. Okay. So, I'm going to fold this page over. And I want to capitalize on those. I'm going to use this later. Now, what do I want to do with these little frames? Well, I think we could use the shabby stitches. Yeah. I couldn't get it off the thing. All right, the shabby stitches. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It still has a stamp on it. That's why I couldn't find it. So that's the shabby stitches. So now here's where you get creative. So I'm going to put down a scrap of paper. And I know I have another little scrap of paper. I know there's another one in here somewhere. Here's another piece. Okay. So I'm basically kind of creating a mask all the way around my image. Can you see that? And we're going to take the shabby stitches. I'm going to come back just a tad because I want to be right on the borders. So I'm going to stamp. You see what I did there? I just took where I was spraying a piece of paper. I know that's how I made this. I was spraying a piece of paper and I decided to just put it in the four corners, thinking, okay, I'll figure something out to do with it later. It's awkward not to turn the page for me. Okay. Yes, you did. I'm waiting on it to come in from Beverly. Beverly's got to make the stamps, and we've had a lot of flash floods, so I don't know that she's been out in her shop. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to do it, but I think it's pretty stinking cute when we get done. And again, I'm just using mop-up papers that I created. I don't know why I'm holding the stamp that way. That was awkward. It was awkward to watch, wasn't it? Thank you for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. All right, so that looks pretty cute. I like that. I wanted to make sure that I had this part done before I move on to my other steps on the other side of the page. So, I don't know if I'm going to need anything on there. I don't need anything on there yet. All right, y'all get in the raffle. We're giving away this bundle of goodies here. Y'all look at that. Get in on the raffle while I try to figure out what I just did with all my papers. There they are. That's what I want. Do I want it on this side? Yes, that's right one. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I thought I lost some stuff. Okay, y'all ready? The stitches worked well, didn't it? Oh, thank you so much, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you all, everybody. All right, so I have 3 journals that I've already made ahead of time that we're working on giving away today. Today, I'm really just trying to take my time and make some interesting pages and give y'all some great ideas. So I don't think I would get done with an actual journal today, but I'm trying. I haven't even thought about what the cover is going to be, so that may be totally at a whim. So here is our prize, and the winner. Did I give enough time? I may need to do it. Let me grab another prize and get it ready. Oh, here we go. This will be good. All right. My hair's getting in my eyes. I get my hair cut tomorrow. don't talk about the top portion. All right, we'll put a couple of stamps up so that I'll have an acrylic block in a moment when I want it. Okay. Oh, still some getting in on the raffle. Sam, you almost have a enough for a gift certificate. Coupon code. That's what I'm trying to say. I could not get my words out for the life of me. See, this is what happens. I get something out, I dump it all over my desk, and I don't clean it up, and then I end up with a pile that's 3 feet tall. We may use them, but I'm going to put them away. There. All right. So you can order. Sam's trying to get a few more junk bucks. The more you donate, the more junk bucks you get. Does that help? You're buying a coupon code. You're just prepaying. You love that. It's a fun stamp. Bonnie got hers. Congratulations, Bonnie. All right, let's do the giveaway. Let's pick a winner. The winner today of this little goodie pack is Lori Merchant. Congratulations, Lori. All right, I'm going to poke this up here out of the way. There. Stay. All right, then we're going to reset this. All right, so I'm cleaning out. I did this for a project. I think it was a gift idea. I took a gel print and made a journal card. I think I did it for the Out to Sea kit. So this is from the Out to Sea, in which I still have some. And I painted a book page that was glued to a piece of craft cardstock. I rubber stamped around the edges after I did some acrylic paint over it. Maybe it was a gel print edge. Did some distress ink, stamped that. There's a piece of paper here that you could use as a little writing space, attach it to another card. This is a double-sided paper clip, so it'll go on and you can see both sides. And it has a dangle on the paper clip that you can remove and put something else on there and dangle this at a different place if you don't like it big in your journal like that. And then there's a pen that's a paper clip, so it'll clip over your page. So you get all of this in the next prize if you enter the raffle now. But wait, there's more. Okay, so I was going through my stash and I wanted to make a little pocket that went in the front here because I had this paper that I forgot to grab one. Let me grab one. Oh, wait, no, I have some right here. Never mind. I had it right here. So I have this paper that is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches because many years ago, I used to make a bunch of small Japanese stab binding journals and sold them. And I pre-cut all my paper so it would be easier. I just grab 10 sheets, fold it in half, stick it in the, do the spine and go. So anyhow, I decided I wanted to make a journal card that this would all go together. So I found in my stash, not a journal card, a pocket. This is some embossed paper This is one of my gel prints. That's a scanned and printed one, but I like that pattern. This is a book page, and this is one of Norella's embellishments. I don't know which one. I think it's from the shabby something. There's a shabby set of ephemera. And this was one more long, and I decided to cut it off so that I could do this as a layer and it would be even. Otherwise, it was too long. I don't know, it wasn't right, and so it was too wide for my page and didn't quite center. So I got all these layers. What I'm going to do, I'm going to glue these together. I just took a book page and ripped it with my ruler. We're going to do some sewing in a moment. I don't know why I did the glue that way. That was weird, Linda. Too much what is that stuff? Benadryl. That's what I take. It's messing with me. Thank you, Robin, for saying that. Yeah, if you've purchased some of my items, I'd love it if you would go back to my website and find that item and leave me a comment on it. What did you like? I'd love for your good, positive feedback. If it's bad, I will cry and delete it. No. Because that's what you always should do. You should always have positive words for people. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down. And I think we're going to go to the sewing machine. So sewing cam lamp. All right, I'm just going to glue this into the center. So it just made it a pretty embellishment and made it so that it decorates from top to bottom because I wanted that full coverage. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in here and stitch around this edge here. Yeah, I was going to do the inner one, but I don't want to. I don't want to mess up that real thin border. Benadryl, yeah. Thank you, Sam. All right, so I'm just going to stitch on this outside edge here. You get to look at the back of my head while I sew. I'm just a sewing away. I've been still doing some research on earbuds because I would like to listen to music while I do the live stream with y'all. But because of copyright, I can't have music just playing in the background because the video picks it up. So I tried some in-ear, and I didn't like those. They hurt too much. They don't stay in my ear all the way. So I'm looking for some that clip over the ear and rest on it. So if you have ideas, I'd love to know it. Share it with me. You would not have matched those together? But doesn't it work? Yeah, that's a Calico Collage image. I think it's from the Shabby set. I think if you put in Shabby, you'll find it. It might be Shabby Floral, something like that. All right, so before I put it in here, I want to make just a little bit of a thumb hole punch. Let's see if this one's going to work. So if we have this at... I always need to figure out where my center mark is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's put it where it's on the center. Okay, so right here. I just wanted a little thumb punch, and I wanted to go just to the edge. And I did that after I sewed so that I could make it small enough, okay? And we're going to put this right here. Now, I like to do the strips of paper. I don't think I have any cut, so we'll do that. so that I get the full use of my pocket. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. So I'm going to cut 2 strips of paper. Yes, I did look at that. They're not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm still looking. The long strip. Yeah, that one I think is from the shabby set. So I'm going to add strips on the back side here. And I'm going to have to hurry up and finish this page if I'm going to show y'all my another one. I may just save it for a tutorial. Okay, so I'm just adding these strips so I'll get the full use of my pocket that I'm going to make. Putting the strips on. Did Norella say what it was? I missed it. Shabby floral. See, I knew it was shabby floral. I said it was. I don't know why you're arguing with me. You're just like my husband. Alright, so I've got this piece with my little tabs, and I'm just adding them on because I want the full height and depth of my pocket. And I was just using a scrap left over, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up with the edge and glue it down. Kind of go over this corner in case there's any white paper showing. When you're right, you're right. Don't argue with yourself. Oh, dear. Sure, whatever. Henry says, I'm the one that argues. Sure, whatever. You do. He is always argumentative. I discuss things. There's a difference. Okay. So we've made this pocket that's on this part of the page. And we have this area here. And I think that's all it needs. I don't think it needs anything else because it's got all this pattern over there. So, see? Henry says, see? All right. So what I did with those long skinny pieces that I showed you, because I have bunches of them, is I trimmed it to be a little bit shorter than my pocket so that it would fit inside pretty good. I'm going to drink of water. I'm still drinking my smoothie shake. I think it's almost done, but all right, so I got this piece. I think I have 4 sheets of that paper. It's pretty heavy text weight paper. And what I want to do is I've got this piece of fabric that I'm going to lay on here and stitch down this side. In fact, is that what I want to do? I have to think about it. Yeah, because then I can stick it in that way. Okay. I was going to ruffle it, but I don't think I want to ruffle it. Now I do. Now I want to ruffle it. Now I'm arguing with myself. See what you've done to me? I'm broken. Oh, dear. All right, so I just put down a bead of glue. This was a strip of fabric left over from when I did the pansy kit last week. If you didn't see that video, go back, watch the replay. Remember, when you watch those replays, you can always speed through that video. And when you get down to the end, if you need to slow down, you can. Oh dear. I'm broken. He broke me arguing with me. Okay. All right. So I sewed that down or glued that down this edge. I've paper clipped it, and now what I do is stitch right on top of that. Do you see what I'm doing here? We're going to go to the sewing machine. So I'm going to stitch right down this edge, kind of in the middle. Okay, so just stitched on there. So I took that paper, cut it the height of my journal, folded it in half. I zigzagged or stitched a little piece of fabric, so now I can open this up and I have the full use of the paper. But I can take this, and I kind of toyed around with how I wanted to put it in here, but I kind of like this because it sticks out just a little bit. And it's fluffy. So if you want it to lay down more, just use your bone folder and crease it. Okay. All right, now, attention class. Did you see what I did, and do you like it? Do you even care? I made a little booklet. All right, let's do something over here. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so on this side, I think we need a little something across the top there. So let's get my scrap of paper. And I think I'm going to use a different stamp from the textured edges. This one has a slight pattern in it. You see that? It's faded. I'm just going to kind of crookedly stamp it. I gotta fix that. Okay. You see that? Just adding that texture all the way around. And then I've got this little coffee cup where I just put a scrap of paper and another scrap that I stamped the word journal from my journal quartet. Let's put that right there. And I'll just make it a tuck spot across the bottom. Now if you wanted to put, make it more a full pocket across the page, glue it to another piece of paper. And you can make it all the way across the page if you want. Okay. And what if we did birds on the last one. Let's do butterflies. And I just had those. Oh, I've got this really big one. And this kind of looks interesting. Do I double it or single it? I think that one stands out better. I think that's what we want to do. Okay. What now? I'm gonna do if I don't have time today. That was gonna be my next project. I'll do that next. It won't take me that long. Okay. I like that. I don't think I want to put any more texture on the page, meaning more layers. I think I like it just like that, so I'm just going to glue it down. And I think that's okay to, when you're playing with your stuff, you don't have to put a bazillion embellishments on there. If you want to, you're welcome to. I'm just trying to keep the journal not be too thick because I like to actually write on mine. All right, and then for the inside, since we've got these little corners, I don't think it needs anything super fancy. How about if I were to just grab a few of these butterflies? Maybe put those. Trying to do different colors. Here I've got, how's that? Just simple. And we can add some words to that. Need a leg stool, not a footstool. How about that? Be the light. And how about this day? I like that. Let's do those. Put a note on your desk so you put your feet up. All right, so let's put that right there. This day. I think I need a rubber stamp that says this day. I did add some more stamps. I didn't get them all mounted, but I might use one. I was trying to keep this page relatively simple. All right, so this fell out of my pocket. And since it fell out of my pocket, I thought I saw... No, that's too big. I've got this piece of scrap, and I think we can make this into an altered paper clip that we could put here, and that would hold it in place. So this was just a scrap of fabric, a piece of lace, a punched piece. I don't know, it's just layers of stuff. So let's use that. Let me grab a scrap of paper here. Probably about that big. Where's my scissors? I'm just making it slightly smaller. And I'm going to find a paper clip. And then I'm gonna put it right here. Then after I do that, I'm going to glue it into place. So I'm putting a piece of cardstock, and I put the paper clip over it. I want this to go that way, so I want to make sure that when I place my piece on top, that we're going in the right direction. And then I'm just going to press from the back side, get that all to come together. Okay, and then I'll put this where it catches the journal that's inside, so you don't have it flopping out. Yeah. All right, so I forgot to put something in here. This was using the 1912 in the background. These are those Tim Holtz, Norella's words, a piece of fabric, stitched on the piece of fabric and then put it on, glued it on. This was a random thing. A journal card I had. This was stamped in the background with the romantic. Oh, I can't remember. It's one of my newer Beeline design stamps. Sheet music, one of the Tim Holtz. And I thought those would just go like that. Okay. All right. So here's our project. I have a series of envelopes that I picked up from my stash because my mother, we're out of shop. Yeah, use the birds, use the birds. So I had a bunch of envelopes, all different sizes, different colors, different textures, whatever, that were leftovers from when my mom used to do American Greetings and Hallmark, putting out the envelopes and the cards. She did it for 2 different companies. So I was looking at these, and Robin said, you need to do something with envelopes. So we're going to do something here. I found them in different sizes. And this one I want to use right here, but it's too wide from top to bottom. And I thought, well, what if I come in here and I'm just going to make it slightly smaller. Okay, I brought it up. I'm going to just take my pencil and come up here and mark that. And then I'm going to go to my paper cutter and cut this off. So line that up. And I cut that off. Okay. Now what I want to do is I've got some Beeline Designs papers. These are from the, it wasn't Alice, the Good Book, a Good Book. Oh, thank you, Sam, for your coupon. You've earned your coupon code. Thank you, Nadine, for your donation. So I've got the envelope here. If you can see that. This is what's left. And so what I want to do is I want to cover this side of the envelope because it's not usable the way that we're going to work on this. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put some glue right across here. There's no paper here, but I am going to put glue down here. I'm going to follow this lip We're going to come down this side, and then I'm just going to zigzag it up. And then I'm going to take my scrapbook paper, your junk mail paper, painted papers, gel prints. I wanted to make this matchy-matchy. So I used a Calico Collage from a good book, and I'm lining it up with this edge. I want to line it up with this edge. So now we have this piece. This way you don't have to be precise in your measuring. I'm just going to come in here and eyeball it and cut it down, but trying not to cut the envelope so that I still have, this will be my pocket. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this part off. And I think I did this upside down. I did. Dang it. Okay, so I didn't want to do it this way, but this was the folded edge, and I want this to go this way, and I want it to open up here. So since this was the folded edge, I'm just going to get my X-Acto knife and my ruler. I'm going to go right on that edge. So if you accidentally do it upside down from the direction that you want to do it, just cut off the other side. Okay, I know I cut that enough. There it is. All right. So now that is an envelope pocket up here. And we've got this little piece that we can use. So I'm going to get my hole punch again and eyeball this about the halfway mark. This punch is killing me. All right, so I've got that piece. So a different way to use an envelope is to cover one side with paper like this, and you may need to cover this side as well. These just happen to be blank, unused envelopes. So we have this whole side here, come on video, cooperate, that we can use. And we're going to stack these together here in a moment. I'm going to do one more. If I can find the piece of paper, there it is. So I have this little scrap of paper left over, and I thought what I would do is use it. Now, do I want it to go this way? Yeah, because it looks like it's coming up. So all I'm going to do on this, same as before, except I just have a smaller opening here. I'm going to glue in here. I am going to go ahead and kind of catch that. I have not cut this envelope open yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And it just so happens is the same width as my envelope, and I think I did it wrong again. No, I did it right this time. Okay, phew. And then I just have to cut this edge off. And so then you got to decide, do I want a top pocket or the side pocket? And I think I want a side pocket. So I'm going to get my X-Acto knife out again and trim this edge. Now you're probably wondering, why are you using this side for the pocket? And so, well, if you want to bind these into your journal, you won't be able to get to the pocket because you're coming in from the spine. We're going to put this as an actual signature in a journal. Do you see what I've done there? All of these are envelopes. I haven't punched, this one was a yellow envelope. I haven't punched this one yet. Oh, I did it again. I was hoping it would be perfect, but that one's already been done. Need to do this one. And I'm doing it on the back side because I didn't want the thumb holes on the front. Oh, come on. I'm going to give up on this punch and throw it away. It irritates me. I can't get a hold of this piece. All right, so it's got a rustic. And then we've got this one. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. This time, let me put a second piece of paper in here. See if that helps. It may not be thick enough. Go into the envelope, please. Yeah, it needed more thickness. More thickness! Well, it's a good thing I'm around. Alrighty. So we've got envelopes. And I want it to be this way that is on the inside. So you come to this page first so that all the envelopes are stacked together. So I've got the flap going to the back, which would actually be if it was laid flat open. I get ideas from other people too sometimes. Robin sent me this. So I've got this one. It's going to go right here. Then we've got this one. Here's our pocket at the top. It's going to go right here. Trying to get them all lined up the way I want. Then I've got this one. Now, the bad thing about this is the bulk. I mean, it does add quite a bit of bulk. Oh, I don't got it centered. Come on. Okay. So we've got these all lined up the way we want them. And so what I'm going to do is just open this up. Yeah, so this one will go all the way. So I'll just glue this all the way down. And then I would glue this one down. I'm going to go ahead and trim this one, just so it's not sticking out past. Oh, I moved it. Dang it. Okay. I gotta get these centered back up again. Do it again. I forgot to put distress inks on some of them. Oh well. Okay, you see that? So now you have this piece here that's rather thick, but you can use it in the journal by putting stuff on this side. And all I'm going to do today is I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of paper that were left over and maybe just put it back to back, covering that, and that becomes my page. Okay, so I'm going to trim this to be no more than 5.5 inches. And I've got this piece that I'll trim to 5.5 inches. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on this portion and glue down a piece of paper. I think I want to do this one. No, I want to do this one. Okay. So I'm going to put glue here. And I'm just going to cover these envelopes. And then I'll put this piece down. And my piece just so happens to be 8.5 by 11 inches, so it works out. And I got a little bit of a gap here, but it's going to be in the spine, so I think we'll be okay. And I can trim it a little bit. All right, so we're going to put this on this side. Now you could have made this a pocket. I don't like dealing with the envelope flap. It would cause things to catch on it unless you're really, really good about getting it down. You could measure all these pieces and sew them and then glue them down. All right, so this would be a journal page, okay? So this would be laying flat. Let's grab another page. So here's your journal. Let's put a page in front of it just so you get the gist of it. So this would be very fluffy. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so we have our journal, and then you flip over to it, and then you've got this one, pocket, 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 next journal page. And then you flip over, helps if it's right side up. And then you've got this page and that page. Okay? So let's add some embellishments here in the last few minutes of our live stream, showing y'all some of my newer stamps. I think I got them out. I haven't even. So I've done a bunch of Christian stamps. I haven't mounted them yet. I just got them. Just got them. Gotta move some things. Created with a purpose. The most important things in life aren't things, and that's how the size of the stamp. I haven't mounted it yet onto the stickums. I had to wash them. But I've got a few of these others that we can use. And then I've got a new set that I don't know if I even got it added yet. It's a little quartet. It's got 4 different sayings. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. I don't think we need anything on this side personally. I think we just want to do some stuff on this side. And then on this page, how about I get a block and a scrap of paper. I honestly have forgotten what all the sayings say because I just made them. So what I'm going to do is line these all up on my block, hopefully right side up. That one's upside down. There we go. And there we go. Thanks, Lori. All right, so here's some new stamps. Expect great things, always dream big, be the light, create magic. This is a new stamp set. I wanted some stamps in smaller sizes that I could use some of my scraps of paper. So I've got these little strips. I think that one's too small, but this one should fit. Yeah. So let's do expect great things. So I'm just going to line that up. Find the stamp pad that I keep hiding. Expect great things. I haven't trimmed up my stamp all the way yet. All right, expect great things. Let's put some Distress ink on there. And what if we were to do a little collage? We did a lot of purples. Here's my purple stash. So I'm going to kind of look in here real fast and see. There's a purple strip. That might look good on top of that. Let's do that. It's handy having the colored or the scraps by color, because generally I know what color I want to do, and so I can go grab that scrap bin and work in it. So I've got some scraps here on my desk that when I get done, I can put it all back in those bins. Ah, I made a mess. Expect great things. And I don't think I got... What other stamp did you want to see? I may not have it ready. No, this is a brand new rubber stamp that I just made. This is a brand new rubber stamp. Rubber stamp set. And this is what they say. Can you see that? Okay. I think I want the dragonflies. Because then I can use the stamps flat. And it's not adding bulk to my project. So what if I do something like that? And if we want something in the background here, all right, y'all get in on the raffle. I don't know if I got it there yesterday or not. It's brand new. It would be like the last stamp I added to the shop. It will be added by tonight. I think I had it on my screen and I was getting it ready. All right. I think I want to stamp in this corner a little bit. I'm going to use the sketched wildflowers and kind of come in. There, I like that. So even though the sketched wildflowers is a directional stamp, I just used it in a non-directional way. Oh yeah, some of the sayings are the white words on black. Yes. Yes. That's some of the same sayings that's in that set. Yes. You like that? Yeah, it's like a lot of them. Yeah. Okay. I'll get it up there tomorrow if I don't have it already. And so you can see where you could just start decorating each envelope with just a little bit. All right, I think I'm at a point right now. I've got some exposed area here. That I need to show y'all the journals and do the last raffle. And I have a mess on my desk again. This is crazy. Crazy, I tell you, crazy. Okay, I wasn't sure. But I'll get them added tonight. I think they're on my computer screen right now, and I thought I had published it. So I will get that done right away. And I'm going to make more of those. I like that size. So I think I'm going to do a bunch more because I like using them on my scrap paper. The digital words are great, but I kind of like having the ability to take a scrap of paper that I know I'm going to have and stamp on it when I want to. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, binding the pages, this will be so easy. Okay, I think I'll work on this some more after the live, after I add the stamp set. All right, so here's what we made today. Y'all get in on the raffle. Oh, my stuff's falling out of my pockets. All right, so I made this page, the first one. Yeah, with archival ink. Exactly. Yeah, they can't, the smear. So this was a leftover piece that I had in my stash that I trimmed down to fit. And then I cut a piece of scrapbook paper that I had here for writing space. And there's a pocket. And then pretend this is a photo of your great-grandpa. He's a dapper man. And you didn't want to mar it because you wrote on the back what it says. You want to be able to take it out and look at it. Well, I made these little corner tucks. Always have to play with it. It was catching all my pieces. Okay. And that fits right in there. So say you had this in the background was a letter from Grandpa or a story about Grandpa. And then you could put it all together and you can put it in your journal behind a little frame. Just kind of position it and it protects it. You like that? Yeah, you'll like it, Lori. You'll want to watch it. And then I had that leftover paper and I just cut it to put inside. We use the July Stencil Club here in the center, and I use the Beach Rose around the edge. These are some of Norella's words, and I print them in a different size. I shrink them down where it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I'll tell it to print as a 5 by 7. Sometimes I'll even do it as a 4 by 6, so I get really tiny words. So if you do like to print digitals, you can always shrink them. Okay. And then here I had one of these envelopes that I made a while back. Oh, I kind of squished it. And I stamped it. And these were just some pieces. Let your spirit soar. This was a garment tag in the back that I put some paper on. You can probably see there's a letter. And it's kind of heavy. And we'll just put that down in here. This is my library card number 2. So you have a library card. Love all the colors. Thanks, Morgan. And then we just did this one with the pocket on the front. I made this card ahead of time, but it's just stamping and layers. Then we open this up. We used the spots where I had sprayed a piece of paper before and made it a design element. Yeah, garbage bags are great. Ah, gotcha, Lori. The tag punch, I got it from Hobby Lobby. That's where I got it. Where did it go? Oh, I put it back down here. This one's from Hobby Lobby. It's the Paper Studio punch. And then over here, we made a pocket on the side that holds a journal that is folded up that you can use. And then fold it back up and put it in the pocket, but it was falling out, so we made an alter paperclip. This is something I just collaged together this past week, and I'm just going to attach that there. And then this page was all the pockets, you know, making layers of pockets. This was a little Calico Collage image. This was a scrapbook piece of paper that I had in my stash. And I was like, I need to use that. And this is from Dancing Dragonflies. And this was using the tag punch. And while it was flat, I sewed a piece of fabric with some threads, cheesecloth, thread, and fabric. And then I had the little words that I put on top. I'm trying to use up stuff that's in my stash. And I don't want that one there. That goes here. I had it in the wrong order. And I got one that says Dreams. That one didn't get the fibers on there. But this one. And then this one. Okay. And then on the inside, we did some stamping. And we added some more fabric with the lace or thread. And then this was the flip envelopes. Just using those different envelopes. And another thing that you can do is, say you don't have envelopes, but you like this look. Well, just start with your first page and then make another piece that's a 1/2 inch, or no, 1 inch total smaller than the first. So the big one is a roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. And then the next one is 5 inches. And then the next one is 4 1/4, and the next one is 3 3/4, and then whatever the smaller one is right around 3 inches wide of paper. And you just cut the papers that size. Thank you. Alrighty. We're going to give away our little goodie prize. Yay! I'm glad you love it. Get it on the raffle. Put it in your cart during your live. The tag punch is from the Paper Studio. The Paper Studio. Y'all enter the raffle. I need to go to the facilities. I'll be right back. Ask your questions. I'll be right back. Oh! My phone hit the floor. I hope I didn't crack it. It didn't crack. All right, I'll be right back. sorry about that. I had to go so bad. My eyeballs were floating. Yeah, the teacher left the room. Elevator music. Oh no. Rubber band around it. Alrighty. So the winner of these seafoam, sea-themed items is Nadine Wheeler. Congratulations, Nadine. You got in on my little goodies with my altered pen, a journal card, scrap of paper. It's got a altered paper clip. All right, we'll put that there. All right, so here's what we're going to do is I'm going to start the raffle. This is for those who've donated today. And I'll read off your names. Oh, I think if I go here. One, Eclectic. All right. So these people have donated. Nadine Wheeler, Kathy Orlando, Sandra L, Barb Dingwell, Norella, Calico Collage, Janice Bremer, Lori Merchant, Margarita DeRoss, Irma Rosales, Margie, who is Jinka Mafink, and Morgan. Thank you all for your donations today. I greatly appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip through these journals so that you can see what they look like. 2 journals. We're going to give away 2 journals today. So what I'll do is I will call the first winner. I've got a mess on my desk. It's going to drive me crazy until I clean it off. I'm going to get the first name. You'll tell me which journal you want. I'm pretty sure that you'll want... Oh, I got a boo-boo here. The first journal I'm going to show you was layered paper. All right, so this was a journal I made a few months ago. That was flowers and lace, or flowers and something, I don't know. And I just used some leftover bits that I had in my stash. This is from the Shabby kit. This was an envelope that had a see-through element, and we made a little tuck spot on the front half of the envelope, which was covering up the return postage. And then on the inside was the security envelope. We stamped and added a little butterfly image. Did some stamping over the Feeding Frenzy journal. The flowers. Coloring book page. Coffee dyed paper. All right, those of you that donated, get in on the raffle. And then this, I just made a tab on the page because it messed up the ink. And so I just covered it up by putting a faux tab on there. This was a mop-up page that had an opening, and I just collaged. This was a piece of paper from one of Norella's kits. I just kind of added all kinds of embellishments to that. I had a lot of fun making this page. So I used bling. Here we did some more collage. This is a pocket that's got a paper clip here to help hold this together because they fall out. And I've got some writing space there, so you can write here, you can write on the back of this, and then you can put it back in and no one can see it. And then this was on this side. So you kind of got 2 journal cards. This also is a journal card. The index card. So this one you can go back and look at how I made it. 3rd time today. Oh my gosh, Sandra. This is from the special kit for the junk journal people. The friendly junk journal people when we got to 20,000 members. Norella made a special kit. And then here is just random pieces. Journal card I made using the flowering branch. And then this is one of Norella's. The inside. Thank you, Morgan. Journal card there. I didn't get it out of the way. I just realized. Same concept. This is the other side of that page. A lot of times I repeat my design. So you can see this will be the first journal. You can pick this one right off the bat if you so choose. And this, I thought had pockets in it, but it doesn't. No, it's supposed to be glued shut. In fact, I'm going to glue it because it's not supposed to be like that. I missed it by that much. And I didn't write the day, but it was this earlier this year. Okay. And then this is just a little fairy girl that has Norella's, and this was Nature's Glory. Dictionary page, scrapbook paper, rubber stamping. I think that's from Brutus Monroe. I mean, this is an old journal that I made a while back. I have an altered little spot there. This was with washi tape. Aspire to be amazing. I love that saying. And this was 2 different rubber stamps that I used together. This is a gel print mop-up page type of a mess envelope. It's got a lot of texture on it. Notebook paper, so you can still write on there if you want. Flip up. This was a planner page that I just put something over the top of. Scrapbook paper. Okay. Bye, Raven. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here, Raven. Stitched around the page. Got a little pocket. This was joining 2 pieces of paper together, so it would be longer. And that was sewing 2 pages together, and then has a pocket up here. I haven't done that in a while. It's just a coin envelope that was stuck in there. It's funny how I've progressed in making journals. This is an old one. And then here's a wedding one. I've shown this one before, but it's a wedding themed journal. All right, so I'm going to pick a winner. You're going to tell me, do you want flowers, the little girl, or the wedding? And that's the journal you'll get, and then I'll pick the second winner, okay? Barb's in. Good night, Raven. So, Morgan, Margie, Irma, Margarita, Lori, Janice, Norella, Barb, Sandra, Kathy, and Nadine. Let's see if y'all got in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. Yeah, I've got a lot of details I put in mine, because I'm trying to show y'all different techniques, and I feel like I need more stuff on them, you know. All right, so I forgot. How many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. Giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Barb is in. Irma's in. Nadine's in. Lori's in. Morgan's in. Sandra's in. Janice is in. Norella's in. Margarita. Margie, you're not in. Sandra, we're missing you. Did I say Janice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got Margie. Sandra's in. Who are we missing? Kathy? Kathy. We're missing Kathy. Kathy! Dreamcraft Journals. Get in on the raffle. More stuff. Yep, you got in, Margie. I see you. I'm going to give Kathy just another moment. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I got to go add the stamps to this shop. Come on. Monday, I'm going to do some more Eclectic journal. And since I've already got a few pages made, I'll make some more pages. Did you like this style today? Did you like I don't know, I was just trying to do something completely different. And I think I did. Each page is something that I haven't done before, right? So you got 4 different journal pages with lots of ideas today. There you go, Raffle. She's in. All right. Sam, yes. Yes, you like today. All right, pick the winner. Kathy is the winner. It's funny. She's the last one that got in. Junkie Joe, you're not doing something right. Sorry, Marge. I should let you be last. Hello, Raffle. Well, she got in. She won. Yay. Which one do you want? The flowers, the girl, or the wedding? Yeah, it has been, Barb. I need to see if I can go in and look at the algorithm. What's up with that, man? It's been funny, though. All right, we got one more winner after Kathy tells me which one she wants. The floral. Okay, so she was getting the floral that says glorious. Oh, Sandra, you just got in again. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, and yay! Flowers! I got it. Flowers. All right, let's pick the next winner. And the next winner is Nadine Wheeler. Nadine, you won the second one. Congratulations. My notepad. So I can write notes to the winners. Lucky, lucky winners. And Nadine. So you like today? You like what I did? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want the wedding or the little girl? You have a great week, Barb. Thank you so much for being here. Monday, we'll do some more of the using up my scraps, making stuff. I'll have my rubber stamps put together that Henry made. See you on social media. Thank you, Sam. The girl. All right, so Nadine is getting the girl. We'll save this wedding one. Somebody may want it someday. All righty. Kathy, Nadine, so I can write my notes. The girl. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate your support and hanging out with me. I hope you were thrown some ideas that you'll try. I highly recommend that you rewatch the video and just stop it and make that element out of whatever you have on hand. Don't think about it too much. You know, just kind of grab a couple of bits of supplies and put it together and see how it comes together, okay? You're very welcome, Morgan. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you, Margie. Lots of love to you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Robin, for all your help. All right, I'm going to get off here as soon as I figure out how to use my computer again. All right. Yeah, even coming in late, you can rewatch it, get some ideas. All right, everybody. I'm going to, as they say, hang up. It's time to say goodnight. We'll see you Monday. Or actually, take that back. Thursday is July 1st. So I will be live on Thursday with Mixed Media at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'd forgotten. Thursdays. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Robin. Bye, everybody. Bye, Julie. Bye, Irma. Bye, Deborah. See you Thursday if you want to come Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. First Thursday. First Thursday. Bye, Norella. Hugs and kisses. And the stream. Bye. Whew.